Right, so book 6 it is. Let's get on with that. So I've already put the power on for book. At the end of book 5. So see, there we are. Okay, so let's answer this. Don't forget us around here, is there? Hello. There's an urgent job. I'm not. No, you're taking it. I think I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. Silence. Eddie, it's your last job. You knew what book that was, and you specifically sent me. Silence. I'm just the middleman, Eddie. I don't pick the jobs. That doesn't even listen to me. You're only a single step away from freedom. You've done it before. You know how to do it. And you're so good at it. Just one step, Eddie. One last job. Fine. Excellent, excellent. The order is at your door. Hang up. He hangs up. Oh, she. Ding dong. No new mail today? Okay.
It's easier to get a new one.
I need to put this on the desk. Alright. I'll have a quick look at the book and the information that we've got, and then I'll go downstairs and have a look if there's anything new about. Okay. Alright, so look around. Nothing on the top. Right. Strange note. The contractor agrees to infiltrate the book Heart of Sand by Samantha Murray and extract an item, the weather controller. The commissioner agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon the fulfillment of the contract. Okay, so we've got that book. Let's have a quick rummage around, see if there's anything new. No. Is that a scooter? Alright, nothing here. More interest from the neighbour. Might even knock on his. Then again, we've took his shovel, pickaxe, and I brought them back. Shovel, pickaxe, what was the other one? Shovel, pickaxe, sledgehammer. Yeah, well, right, that's all that. Right, we can just get on with the book. Swap to my mouse. You decided to keep working. Seems I don't have a choice. You shrug tiredly. After what happened, how did they manage to convince you? Or has another month passed since I last saw you? They spent a whole month convincing you? Not quite that long. Sigh. I mean, if I go, it just sounds like I'm going, so I'll just say sigh. I know what you're saying. But they're right. I need to finish my last job. If they get rid of my shackles, I can write my own book. So those same thieves can then rob it later on. Looking at the floor. Tired. Just help me finish this. What are you looking for? A weather controller. A device that can control the weather? Seems so. It would certainly come in handy here. You look around. The air feels like it's at least 100 degrees, if not 120. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so let's check the horn. The radio, should I say. A small light is blinking on the radio panel next to a worn-out accept call button. Push the button or examine the radio. We'll examine it first. Old equipment covered in sand. You see a steel plate with the number 42 on it next to the speaker. A small light is blinking on the radio next to a worn out accept call button. Push the button, I guess. You hear a static over the radio. Lindef Jr. speaking. I'm taking over from the late senior meteorologist. The voice belongs to a very young man, but sounds confident, as though he's been given commands over the radio his whole life. Is anybody between lines 10 and 40? Is that us? I've forgotten the number. No, we're 42. That's Roderick. Is that us? Ask Roderick. Ask us. Ask the radio. That's Roderick. Who knows? Is anybody there? Lines 10 to 40. Ask the radio. I think we're in range, maybe? I'm sure it's at 42. You're breaking up. What's your number? Well, I'm sure it said 42, so I'm going to go with 42. Got it. Pete Jenkins, correct? Not exactly. I think Pete... those are two options, so I'm going to say... Is that Pete? Okay, let's say I think Pete... I don't think Pete will be making radio contacts anytime soon. Is his body nearby? There's a skeleton in a chair. Writing something down. Thanks, I've noted that in the log. Must have been a discretion storm. Must have been a discretion storm last week that got him. He sighs faintly. What kind of storm did you say? Congratulations! You are the new operator of 42, so I am obliged to inform you that there's a death storm forecast between lines 10 and 40, so you will head towards town. You can take shelter here. A death storm? Alright, I'll try and get the train moving. A death storm, we'll say. You may not be able to see it from your position yet, but it's showing up on the instruments already. We can pick what will happen if we get caught in it. What other kinds of storms are there? Alright, I'll try and get the train moving. What will happen if we're in it? Are you not from around here? Are there no storms in your zone? You could say that. I'm not from around here. Writing something down. In a dry voice, if you get caught in the death storm, you die. What other kind of storms are there, I guess? Death storms are quite rare in your area. You're more likely to see a fear storm or man storms there. Okay, so these are different fights, I presume. Great. There are joy storms too, although most often happen in town. Joy storms? What? Alright, I'll try and get the train moving. Good luck. Okay. Right, let's have a look around. List of names. There's a long list of names scratched into the wall, and each one is a different handwriting. A sharp knell hangs on a chain nearby. Looks like this is a list of the train's previous operators. There's dozens here. Is this some kind of cursed train? We're probably just in a dangerous place. Look at the end of the list. The last one is Ronald Miles. What about our dearly departed Peter Jenkins? You probably didn't even have time to add his name. Add the dead train operator's name. Yeah, let's add it. The poor guy deserves this at least. Well, probably. He didn't know him after all. Cut the nail from the chain and scratch Pete Jenkins' name into the wall. Not bad. What about yours? You're the operator now. Do you want people to forget you too? What are the repercussions of each one? You can either pick you're right, I should add it, or I'd rather not. gonna say you're right, I should add it. Just got your name into the wall at the end of the list and then put the nail back. Nice job. Could have put half that effort into the other names though. Had to make your own name the best. Yeah, you wipe a few metal shavings off the inscription. Right, let's have a looky. Right. Well, it's going to tell us we can't get it going yet. The train's control panel covered in leaves and buttons. Start the train, but we need a key. Examine the old photo. It's a photo of one with her blonde hair in a ponytail. It could be the former operator's daughter, or maybe his wife. Examine the train's panel. Okay, let's leave because we don't have the key. That's the train door. Shells, journal, oil can, and crowbar parts. A wooden crate, the kind that's easy to open with an ordinary crowbar. We don't have a crowbar yet. Okay. Right, so we've got a table in here. Right, let's go back for the locomotive door. I should go outside, I guess. Tank. Oh no! What do you see? There's an oil bug inside. It ate everything. Knock on the tank. Something skitters around inside the tank. Ew! Can we skip the bugs? Is there no way we can get to town without the train? What are you afraid of bugs? What? Are you afraid of bugs? Hey! Get out of the tank, or knock hard on the tank. Hey, get out of the tank. Nah, it won't want to come out. Knock hard on the tank. Suddenly an oil-eating bug jumps out of the tank. Grab the bug, squash it. Let's grab the bug. The bug's 3 sets of legs scramble at your hand. It's clearly displeased. You, drop it. I might need it. You put the bug in the most secure pocket of your jacket. You doubt you'll actually need it, but you enjoy Roderick's reaction. The tank is empty of both oil and bugs. Add oil from canister. Okay. The tank is small and the canister fills it almost to the brim. It's definitely enough to get you to town. Okay, but we still need the key. Where are you going? Let's figure out what's wrong with the train first, okay? That's a door. This is glitched and I should be able to go in that part. Better not be. Let's go in the door. I guess not. I mean, I don't know if this is the actual area of that area. We probably need a crowbar, so I guess we can't make one yet, which is a no. Oh, there's something I'm missing. Oh, it's glitched. Can we check this skeleton? Oh, yeah, we can. It's going to have the key on him, surely. There we go. Let's shove that in. Start. I think it's running. Great. Choo-choo, Thomas. Okay. Yeah. The Death Storm is approaching. Hurry. Anyone out past 10 miles? Train 42, what's the problem? You're barely moving. He's right. We got the train started, but it's hardly moving at all. We'll figure it out. Okay. Panel. You're looking at the fuel panel. All the indicators seem normal except one. Cylinder 3 pressure. Open the top of the panel. There's a greasy note on the other side. Read note. Reading. Whoever gets this train next, I hope it's not you, Pete. You moron. Huh? Reading. The pressure in the cylinder 3 has some stability issues. Sorry about that. Reading. Actually, no, I'm not going to apologise. By the time you're reading this, I won't care anymore. Reading. Deal with it yourself. Reading. Just kidding. Try hitting the panel. That usually works for me. Good luck with the train. Well, you should definitely be able to do that. You either hit the panel lightly, hit the panel with measured force, or hit the panel as hard as you can. Let's hit it lightly, I guess. Something inside clangs. Something cracks. The train starts slowly picking up speed. Well, that wasn't so hard. You pick up the radio. Great work, 42. I can see you're picking up speed. The weather has been all sorts of crazy lately, even here in town. Yesterday, a sorrow storm almost slammed us, and we haven't had one of those in 100 years. Do the storms usually miss the town? Of course. Only the joy storms make it here. The rest usually passes by. Like someone's controlling them, right? You can almost feel Roderick winking at you. What could affect the weather like that? I don't know. This all started after a senior meteorologist died. Come on, ask him about the weather controller already. It's obvious you're in town. Hey, have you ever heard of a weather controller? A what? It's a device that controls the weather. Silence. Is this a joke? I don't think he knows anything. Yeah, I guess the senior meteorologist had the controller, and everything started getting messy after he died. We should ask around about it in town. If only we had something like that, my God. He keeps laughing. Would certainly be well off. Alright, I see you're pulling in now. Good luck in town. Until next time, jokester. Well, it's obviously nothing for us in there, so we'll move down. Right, we are in town. Gate guard, let's talk to him then, I guess. There's the obvious person in front of us. A guard is trying to unsuccessfully open the door of the train. He notices you. Hi there. He glances briefly at your face, but apparently decides not to ask about it. This guy is causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in a fear storm on his way here. I'm not getting anywhere with him, but I have to make sure everyone in town before the storm comes. Okay. Can we leave the train here and go into town, or I'll try and talk to him? Let's try and talk to him. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. We'll see. Try and open the door quietly. Hey friend, you there? Or leave. Hey friend. try and open the door quietly. Hey, who's messing around with that door? I'm warning you, I am armed. Let's not provoke him. Hey friend, you there? Yes. Calm down. I'm from Train 42. Jenkins? Is that you? You either say, yeah, it's me, Jenkins, or Jenkins is dead. Friend Jenkins is dead. I'm his friend. Let's just be truthful, Jenkins is dead. Or do we actually cause a fight so we can do all fights? Yeah, let's say with Jenkins. Let's say yeah, it's me, Jenkins. Screw it. Your voice sounds different. I caught a cold in the cold store. I'm a little hoarse at the moment. I'm gonna put. I caught her in a cold storm. Just for laughs. There's no such thing as a cold storm. You're lying. What have you done with Jenkins? I don't think there's a peaceful way out of the situation. Force the door open. You lean your whole body into the door. You hear the mechanism inside start grinding against each other. Just a little more, come on, push. Clunk. I think the lock's open. The door easily slides to the side. A scrawny man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive arm, arms covering his head. Get closer, let the guard deal with him. Let's get closer. Hey friend. The man lifts his head. When he sees your face, his eyes start widening slowly. Damn. Has there been ever a single time when your appearance actually helped us in a situation? The man's eyes are still widening. Or does it always just create more problems for us? Let me think. The man's eyes are as wide as they can go. Now his mouth begins to open. No, it hasn't helped. Not even once. I already told you, it's a disguise. The man lets out a piercing shriek and runs out of the train. You see him head into the desert, right towards the storm. Well, you definitely solved the problem in a way. Okay. Well, I can't say you got the result I wanted. It is our fault. He looks at you, not speaking. Well then, I'll move this train along, and then yours after. In the meantime, go up to customs and get your paperwork straight, okay? I thought we were getting a fight. I want to do the fight stuff. Right, maps. These are like different maps of the area. Table. Oh, we can't go in yet. Okay. The inspector is sitting in the cold, dark office. He looks up at you and in a bored voice says, train number. It's technically not my train, 42. The inspector digs through some paperwork. Are you Ronald Miles? No. Did you find the body of Ronald Miles? No, I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles, it was transferred to Jenkins, he writes in his notebook. And now, the inspector looks up at you. I didn't kill him. Or, my name is Etney. My name is Bob. Guess we'll say we did kill him. I'm not interested in that. What's your name? My name is Etney. Just Etney. Yes. I'll write that down. Muttering, wearing a shabby coat with a strange rusty cage hanging around his neck. It's not shabby. His face. He looks at you, and then looks down again. Is apparently disfigured. Uh-oh. You aren't too good looking yourself. The inspector doesn't react. Then you take... There, here's your ticket. He hands you an old yellow ticket. which looks like it's been passed around a few years. One standard town visit, 2 hours. Can I stay longer? Only 2 hours? Can I stay longer? You must sell all possessions, belongings to the train's former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. The inspector looks at you slightly, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. The train is yours. The possessions are the people's. And what happens if I can't sell them all in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay, thanks. Go on through. He opens the turnstile. A young woman is talking to one of the travellers who passed her a strange half-empty bag. Passes her a strange half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. He hands over for the bag and quickly turns away. Hold on. The man freezes, tilting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not even enough sand in here for 15 minutes. She shakes a small pile of red sand out into the palm of her hand. Are you up to your old tricks again? Do I need to call the guard? No, please. 15 minutes is fine. It would just catch my breath and I'll be on my way. The man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches on the wall. Damn beggars. She pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up her radio, and you hear a cracking sound coming from the speakers, echoing all over town. Peters, trade 124, 15-minute extension. She puts the radio back on her belt and then reaches out her hand to you without looking. Shake her hand, or look, I'm from the meteorologist. I'm looking for the meteorologist, or give her your ticket. Shake her hand. The young woman turns sharply and looks at you confused. I think she wants your ticket. Sorry. I'm looking for the meteorologist? I can't find it. The chief meteorologist. In the upper district. Where else? She looks a little puzzled. How do I get there? You can't. They only let the locals in. No drifters off the trains allowed. Give her your ticket. Okay, yellow. She takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach the second mark on the side. She then puts it in one of the empty niches on the wall. 2 hours starting now. Good luck in the town. Thanks, see you. Okay. Let's check this dude over here. White woman. The greenery on the train's roof is quite striking by the local standards. You're looking at a very well kept train. Talk to the train operator, examine the train in silence or leave. Examine the train in silence. It looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and the glass are gleaming, and the thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems away on the roof. You see Calaccio, Hawatia, and tons of other plants that you don't recognise. I've never heard of them, so okay. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. You can only get in once you retire, and I think you still have a while before that happens. I do too. How do I get in? No. Today. The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way of the town, running your eyes over the locomotive and notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. Ask the woman about the trailer, take a closer look, or leave. Let's take a closer look. The longer you look at the trailer, the more you shiver. Chills run up and down your spine like something icy touched the spot between your shoulder blades. Ask the woman about the trailer. Are you afraid your old trailer might fall right off? The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yes, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. Corners of the woman's mouth turn up and she shakes her head. Ask her what she does. Ask her what's in the trailer. Ask about the meteorologist. Ask about the meteorologist, I guess? No. It says what she does. What do you do? It says though the woman doesn't hear your question, she just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants. I used to enjoy them. Nurturing life. The woman looks at the trailer, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the woman looks at the trailer and stiffens up. For a second, you see all the muscles on her face tense. But in an instant, the illusion passes. Ask what's in the trailer, or ask about the meteorologist, ask about the trailer. What's inside? Things, old things, ancient things, toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns but doesn't tell you to leave yet. Ask about the meteorologist. Do you know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The woman turns her head to look at you straight in the eye. You can't read her expressions. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. You leave. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater. It seems that the oil bug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Swat it or flick it off. Swat it, flick it off. Let's flick it off. You put your hand over your neck. Stop. Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up and returns it to you. Here. She's holding two old dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bug? Is she insane? You won't hear me complaining. Give her the bug. You carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you the 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bug. Two inspectors are standing by the train discussing something. I don't get it. Why don't you like the auction idea? We always sell empty trains at auction. This heap of scrap wouldn't even make it a few miles. It's not a train auction. It's a premeditated murder of one of our people. It needs to be taken off the tracks and scrapped. Junin has enough work as it is. She just got started on all those electronics. It'll be the next year before she gets around to the train. Where would we keep it until then? Just have somewhere to take the train and leave. They can ride around, maybe find the parts and fix it for themselves. I can't believe how stubborn you are. The guard storms into the train and you hear a sharp metallic clank. Then the man comes back with something in his hand. See this? Fine. He rolls his eyes. This is the damn brake handle. Should it be here in my hand, or should it be holding the train in place? Let me at least go through his stuff myself. The inspector suddenly notices you and scowls. What the hell are you doing here? Get away from the train, or nothing, just passing by? Nothing, just passing by. Then keep going. He hesitates for a moment and then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. And forget everything you heard. Demand more or take the bag. Let's demand more. It's not enough. 2 bags? The inspector looks with you with cold rage in his eyes. Don't get greedy, brat. Take what you're offered before we change our minds. Can you? Please don't get involved. Fine. You take the bag. Now get out of here. Don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. Okay. Alright. What's that? 3 bags or 4? Melon cellar. Merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of the late stage insanity. Hey man, hey, come over here. You got any sand? Let's say... I don't need millions, do I? So... okay, let's say yes, we've got plenty. Oh, hear me out. Buy a melon. Sand melons, they're delicious. The name sand melons seems to describe them quite accurately. Small shriveled fruits that look like they've been coated in a layer of dust. Too much dust. Delicious? Looks like no one's buying. They're scrumptious, I tell you. You think I would sell them if they weren't? As for those, pay no mind. There won't be a single one left by evening. Sure. I should get going. Motion stare Boris greedily into. Well, will you buy melon? You look like the merchant of rumpled clothes, worn out shoes, a small bag on the ground. Whispering, why is there a bag of sand at his feet? Let's just warn you. You dropped something. What's that? You nod at the man's feet. He looks down mistrustfully, then pauses. Well, slap my train and call me a sandman. How could I drop that bag? How did I miss that? Thanks, man. I almost lost it. You nod in response and walk away. You spend the next few minutes unable to shake the thought that you could have used that sand. Hey, I'm no thief. Well, technically I am in this game. A middle-aged woman is resting on the stoop of a train. A basin of laundry. Children's clothes sits at her feet. She stares at the train for a moment. She sighs, then leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you're from train 42, huh? She grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Do you know the previous operator? Or I didn't kill him. Leave. Did you know the previous operator? Jenkins, yeah. He was my husband. She gets up heavenly, starts hanging the laundry. Nothing had happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. I said I didn't kill him. Take off my dusty gloves. Grasping her clothes, she nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ash flying from her cigarette into a pair of men's pants hanging on the line. Under a pair of children's pants, hand her a sheet from the basin. Let's children's pants, I guess. You take off your dusty gloves and pick up a pair of white children's pants. You glance at your hands for a moment. This is the first time in a long time that you've looked human. All that's left on the thin scars stripping across your palms, they probably won't even fade. The woman takes the pants from you. Under a sheet, pass her a bunch of socks. Yeah, let's pass her some socks. You pile a few socks from the basin together and you give them to the woman. The woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. Stands with her back to you, not speaking. I really am sorry, I'll say nothing. I really am sorry, I guess. When I found him, there was already nothing I could do. She nods weakly a few times. Turning halfway round, she passes you a cigarette. She already has a fresh one in her mouth and lit. You decline or take the cigarette. Not sure which one to go for, yeah? Seems a bit random. Let's take the cigarette, I guess. Let's take the cigarette. You sit on her train stoop. You found a journal on his train. I guess it belongs to you now. Customers won't let me just give it to you, but I'll figure something out. She smiles. A journal? Jenkins didn't know how to write. He probably robbed or killed someone. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarette, she packs up and heads inside her train. Child's joyful laughter greets her. Okay. Right up. Containers and everything everywhere. Small but very strong chain is holding the crate shut. So we need some pliers as well. So pliers, crowbar so far. Steel wire is trapped around the crate. Someone clearly doesn't want you looking inside. Right, so what have we got so far? We've got no tools, okay. Irritated man. I'm sorry, I'm not buying anything now. Okay. Prospector. Hey, are you a digger? A what? A digger. My hearing is fine. I'm asking you what that means. The man looks at you without blinking for 10 seconds or so. You're attracting suspicion again with your unnecessary questions. I'm not a local. I'm not from here. You gesture at the town. The man continues to look at you without blinking. This is the only town on our continent, possibly on the whole damn planet. Where the hell are you from then, if not from here? I left for a long time and now I'm back, but I don't remember anything. A digger is someone who digs up buildings in the desert. Do you know what the desert is? Or is there no desert where you come from either? Right, a digger. They just call them something different back in my day. Yeah, I'm a digger. I was one of the best way back when. I find that hard to believe. Need to work tomorrow? I want to dig up a building on Malta Street, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's your plan? Started digging from the top. Got from the 20th to the 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work and sand's packed tight, and it's a pickaxe job. I want to round up a few more people, then we'll move out at sunrise. Anything special there? In that building? The man peers closely at you. It seems he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store on the first floor of that building. The work is all that should concern you. I'll pay you, and what's in the building is none of your business. Really? or no? Think about it. Think then. He throws the cigarettes on the ground and turns away from you. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hands on weapons? No. He gets caught in a firestorm. Out on the road tomorrow. I should get going. Have you made your mind up? Going to go digging? I should get going. Okay. Right. Let's go across here then. Right, bookseller. The sound that reaches your ears seems impossible in this desert world. Rustling pages, hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it was taken out of an antique bookshelf. Hello. The young lady bookseller waves at you. You will say hi, pick up the blue book, pick up the red book, show her Jenkins' journal, or leave. I'll say hi for time being. Hi. Are you new to these parts? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new. Do you know anyone here? No, of course not. It's just that generally the same people bring their trains to the same station every time. Were you looking to choose a book? A blue book, pick up a red book, or Jenkins' journal. Let's pick up. I believe that's going to be the obvious one, but let's pick up a blue book. Oh, what an unusual choice. What's that? People who choose this book usually want to hide from the real world. Oh, blue pill, red pill, Matrix. People who choose this book usually want to hide from the real world and immerse themselves in fantasy. But I don't think you're one of those people. Carefully open the book. The binding is loose, and the pages, which are all different sizes and printed in different fonts, seem to be stuffed in at random. It only takes a moment for you to realise that you don't even know the language it's written in. Anyways, well, what do you think? Keep looking through the book. Why are the pages and fonts all different? I knew you were new here. The pages are different because I sewed the book together myself from various pieces. But it's hard to read like that, and from what I can tell, it's not really a coherent story. A lot of people like it. Besides, it's not easy to find an intact book in this wasteland, you know. Muttering. I thought she was a writer, but she's more like a seamstress. The bookseller has a sincere look of curiosity and politeness on her face as she watches you mumble. Can you give me the short version of what this book is about? It's the story of a man who pretends that he's changing and becoming the best version of himself just so he can keep people around him, even though he's actually... I don't like that kind of thing. I'd rather look for another book. Be my guest. She gestures at the table. You pick up the red book. What's this book about? That's a curious one. It's about the history of the storms. You flick through the book. The letters swim before your eyes, not wanting to form coherent words. The different fonts and out-of-order page numbers don't help you understand it either. Very interesting. Have you read it? Of course. I put the pages together myself. I have a few questions about the book. You take a good look at the bookseller. She seems quite friendly. Your questions are just begging to come out. Either ask about the meteorologist, ask about the storms, ask about the weather controller. Let's ask about the storms. Storms? Where do they come from? Oh, no, that's a long story. Well, several stories actually. I'll tell you all kinds of stories about the storms in town, but the truth is they have fallen out from an ancient war. Well, that's not exactly the truth. It's just my theory. I see. Go back to the books. Ask about the meteorologist. Let's ask about the meteorologist. But the meteorologist helped you with this book, right? Fat chance. He's never even set eyes on it. Everyone in town knows that our meteorologist wouldn't even read an article, not to mention a whole book. Why is that? He's young, inexperienced, and, to be honest, not all that talented. I thought he was well respected. Oh, do you mean the old meteorologist? He was better. Even I shed a few tears when he died. Did he get caught in a storm? No, he died peacefully in his sleep. If only everyone could have such an end. Don't believe what they say in town about him being killed. It's all nonsense. Okay, let's ask about the weather controller. I've heard someone might be controlling the storms. Is that true? Nonsense. Controlling them with what? Some kind of device? But where would they get it? Do you think the old meteorologist could know something about this? Well, if anyone did, it would be him. The old meteorologist was on good terms with all sorts of mechanical things. I see. Go back to the books. Show a Jenkins journal. There's something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested, but you see her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins journal. Notes. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memories? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was just the old train driver's journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother. I just wanted to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some sand for your work. 2 bags, 5 bags, 10 bags. We'll be greedy with 10 bags, won't we? But if we go 10 bags, she might go 5 bags. We could haggle. No, we might go 10 bags, she might go 2 bags, and I'll say 5 bags. I guarantee that's what's going to happen. We're going to haggle. So let's say 10 bags. 10. Are you crazy? You're in their right mind would pay 10 bags of sand for a journal. Sure, maybe if it was full, but half the pages haven't even been used. How about you come to your senses and we trade like normal people? 5 bags. 5? Oof. I'd be glad to give you 5 bags of sand, but then I'd have to leave town right now, and I still have so many books to sell. Would you lower your price? The cheek of it, eh? Cheeky. Could at least met in the middle. Let's say 3 bags. 2 bags. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's fair price. No, it isn't. The bookseller disappears into a train and then returns with 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters in a language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what was in that journal. It might have helped us understand this world better. I thought you could help me with that. Haven't you heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way? I haven't heard much useful advice from you for a while now. What was that? Oh, okay, bags of sand, we've got 5. Okay. So that's like 5 hours there. Open suitcases are strewn together. I'm making words up here. Open suitcases are strewn around the train cart. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's washing so intently that you can hear the fabric ripping. He has an unimpressively large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops washing and shoots you a mean look. Cage around your neck? Is that some kind of new trend? You hear clear dislike in the man's voice. Let's just keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he just washing out blood? Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe I should tell. Hey. Suddenly you feel a powerful yank down near your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hand grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it. You grab the cage too and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. 1 punch, 2. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage towards himself. Cage hinges start making an unpleasant crunching sound. Or is that your neck? Help me, I'm being robbed. Try and knock him to his feet. Let's try and knock him to his feet. The man easily dodges your attacks and pushes you away from him. It appears a real fight is about to start. Okay. Right, strong hit coming our way. Stun. Stumps. Then let's drain them. Be able to get all our things back. Well, some ink back. There we go. Kill the man. The man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Anthony? Next time you're going in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive welt on the back. And that's none of my business, but we can't just let that psycho roam free. Look for rope, call the guards. Just any achievements linked to this? Oh, I didn't find all clockmakers. That must be a different chapter. Put your trust in the pack of bricks. Complete book 7. Craft. Dismantle. Block. Win fights. There's nothing in here about this one. This is an income down the road. Call the guards, we might get blind. Let's look for rope. You look at the suitcase on the ground and notice a photograph. 2 smiling men are standing in front of a locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arms around the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged and he has a fang pendant around his neck. You toss the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. Tie the brawler up. What are you doing? What's going on? He suddenly comes and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. Don't explain anything, just knock him out. Nothing's going on. Everything's already happened. Let's just say the second one then. Nothing's going on. Everything's already happened. The man spots the photo on the ground, and then his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly, his face changes. Henry. Oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the 2 bags of sand on the ground which fell out of his pockets during the fight. Get these away from me. I can't look at them. Take the bags. You pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him. Leave. One slightly waves it here. Waves your way, was it? Yeah, waves your way, yeah. Opening on the train. You're looking at a completely remarkable train, but suddenly a loose piece of sheet metal at the back of the car catches your eye. Instinctively, you look around and get closer. Oh, first you're a fraud, and now you're a thief too. I haven't stolen anything yet. What do you have here? You feel around in the side of the train. You're standing right by the gap between the train and the loose sheet of metal. The darkness inside is calling to you. Put your hand inside. Look inside. Let's look inside first. Flashlight could come in handy, or a lighter, or at least some matches. But you don't have any of these things, and besides, shining a light around will probably attract attention from the train's operator. Okay, let's put our hands in. There is enough space for you to fit your arm in up to the elbow. Your fingers slide over the well-oiled innards of the train. Something brushes against your thumb. Pay no attention. Let's just touch it. Like a blind man, you feel around the small space inside the train until you feel the contact again and again and again. You finally manage to grab something elongated and hard. It feels like part of a pipe. Let's go for it, or put it towards you. Let's pull it towards me. Sudden impulse. You pull the metal object towards you. A gift from the belly of the train, a secret covered in engine oil. After a while it gets harder to pull, but you're not stopping now. You give it one last tug. When it comes loose, you can't believe what you see. There's a bag in your hands. Thief, just like I said. I mean, if I take all this sand and stuff, I should have took the other sand. Isn't that like causing all the fights? Sand. You can't let such a good fortune pass you by. A whole bag of sand, heavy and solid. It should be yours, since who else deserves such happiness and wealth? You put the bag of sand in your pocket. You leave. I have no idea where I went. I was right here on the floor. You idiot. If you don't find that bag, they'll kick us out of town in 5 minutes. We haven't even restocked our water supply. Go find it quickly. Okay. I can't talk to him. An old man is waving at you so furiously that it seems like his hands might fall off any second. Walk over to him, or walk past. I'll walk over to him. No, get out of here. What do you mean? You were calling me over. So, go on, get up close. I can see that you only have 30 minutes worth of sand. The old man waves his fist angrily. He doesn't look particularly dangerous, but he probably knows a few dirty tricks. Roll up our sleeves. Hey, how about we do this some other time? Fine. Okay. A cellar. Okay. I guess we're going to buy our tools, I presume. Looks at you unkindly. Okay. Well, F you too. Oh. Let's talk to these. I think I done all these. Okay, so I thought I can extend my time or something with the back to sand. I've done all of these. I just need objects now. junkyard. Okay. Some items to make a crowbar by the looks. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case, then rakes out the microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. He tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to your left. Do you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention to you. Do you need any help? You've got a lot of computers there. How do I get into the upper district? What's that pipe? Do you need any help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal she still has to go through. Money? Actually, for some? The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have any more work? But maybe there's something a little less dusty. I'm not sure. She looks at you over from head to toe. Stand up straight and puff out your chest. Stay where you are. Let's puff ourselves up, I guess. I don't think they're of any use to you, for you. But you can go and ask Mr. Narino yourself. He lives in the middle of the square. Narino, got it, thanks. She responds with a sour smile. And you got... What's that? Yep. She's concentrating hard on the work. Where'd they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins brought them in a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Jenkins, or was Jenkins a nice guy? Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was? Oops. Oh, did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you ever might have heard that. But definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. How do I get into the upper district? What's that pipe? Okay, how do we get in the upper district? I am trying to find a way into the upper district. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. She smiles slightly. What's that pipe? What's that pipe on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. She gives you a quick glance and then continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks you in the eyes for a moment, longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight to the upper district. Passage there. Now we just have to figure out what to do about the sewer guardian. Yeah, I'll ask around in town. Wait, what? First time I've heard about this sewer guardian. Okay, let's go and make a crowbar. Right. Oh, what? Can I go back to my train to actually make a crowbar? That's weird. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to go as far as I can to click the I believe it's this guy. Seems he wasn't talking to us. Oh, him. Oh, we could be there. Flashy train. Never went in that, did we? Finally. The man's sleeves bears the letters CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you keep looking at the letter CS, trying to think of what it might stand for. Customer services. From the customer service, I just finished going over your stuff in here. You need to sell everything that belongs to Jenkins before your time in town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that, he points at Roderick's cage, that's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans closer. Why would I put a tag on my own things? Or, I don't have any tags. I'll go for the first one. Why would I put a tag on my own things? An item with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. Sell it. He writes something in his notebook. What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio on his belt and then looks at you questionably. Call it. Let's try and solve this peacefully. Fine, no problem. I'll sell it. No, I'm going to say. The customs officer quickly picks up his radio. Train 42, penalty. What is for your next move? Take a step forward. Minus 10 minutes. Take another step forward. Minus 20. Take one last step. Let's not do this, please. Half an hour penalty, run by the coat. 50 minutes penalty. Threatening him. I'll rip your whole damn buck to save this. I'll rip up your whole damn buck to save this cage. Do you understand me? I'll find the writer who wrote your sorry ass. I'll find his grave. Do you know what I'll do on his grave? The customer officer doesn't seem to be following. 1 hour penalty. Let him go. Yes, attention, train 42 penalty, minus 1 hour. Customer officer tosses a folded up trading tent at your feet. Yeah, you've done this. Have you done this before? No. Unfolding the tents signals that you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you, or people will come and buy from you, and you make what profit you can. Handing half the sand at the entrance, he points at the woman checking tickets. Do what you want with the rest. Video. Because I'm using a mouse as well, because the mouse is better to play with than the pad. Good luck. He walks away. No, it's okay. Hang on, this is our train. I can make a crab on it. What? I thought I could make a crab on. Didn't I pick up tools? I swear I saw tools. Let's get out of here. Never check the flashy train. Is this where he lives? Mr. What? Was his name? Norino. He shouts, "Hey, Mr. Norino, come out." The door slightly opens. A middle-aged man appears at the doorstep. He looks a little too clean for these surroundings and is holding a glass of something orange. He squints at you from the doorway, apparently not trusting you enough to talk face to face. You either say good day, nice house, or I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. I'll just say good day, be friendly. Good day. He assesses you slightly. His glaze runs quickly over your clothes, pausing at the cage around your neck. He doesn't pay any attention to your face at all. The stranger leans against the door, finished with his assessment of you. Judging by the expression on his face, you look roughly a 4 out of 10. What? 4 out of 10 of what? I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Nice house. Let's say nice house, that'll be friendly. He nods slightly and lifts his glass slightly in your direction. Okay. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Aren't we all? He gestures at the square around you. Okay. I don't plan on living there, just have to take care of one thing. That's it. One thing? What would there possibly be for you to do there? He sips from his glass. Well, from the glass. Tell the truth or lie? Well, no one believes me every time I tell the truth, so I'm going to lie. I'm looking for an old friend I lost touch with a few years ago. The man waits for you to continue. It's really important for me that I see him again. How important? He gestures for you to continue. Oof. A man of business. I'll say about you look in your pockets. One bag of sand important? His face twists. 5 bags? He gestures again for you to continue. 7 bags? The man stares, nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. 10 bags or 9 bags and a half? Let's say 9 bags and a half. He waves his hands furiously. 10 bags. 10? Nay, you're speaking my language. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, the man transforms from a reserved aristocrat into a jolly businessman. I can never pronounce that word properly. Not a bad start to the day. Helping those in need, you might say. He steps forward and shakes your hand. I have things I can sell you. Or could you tell me where I can get that much sand? Or okay, I'll be back when I find 10 bags of sand. Right, let's say, hang on then. Oh yeah, I'll get penalty for an hour, didn't I? So I've probably lost 1 bag. I thought I had like all the bags. Could you tell me where I can get that much sand? In our little town, people trade sand for either goods or services or both. You just need to find what works for you. I have things I can sell you, or okay, I'll come back when I find 10 bags. What have we got to sell him? Let's go for the sell one. I have possessions I need to sell off. How about I give you them to you and you lower the price? I'm a man of business, you see. Dealing with junk just doesn't fit my status anymore. But I'm sure you'll find buyers among all the visitors in the town. Okay, I'll be back when I find 10 bags of sand. Good luck now. I'll be waiting for you. He bounds cheerfully up the stairs and, sipping from his glass, disappears behind the door. There's more door, look there. The man appears in the doorway, looking cheerful. He looks over, search for 10 bags. Could you tell me where I can get that much sand? I don't have them yet. I'll be back. Let's go for could you tell me where? Like I said, in our town. Yeah. You don't need to find what works for you. I don't have them yet. I'll be back when I have 10 bags. Man grimaces in distaste, then closes his front door. Continues. Okay, right. So, yeah, I need 1 bag. So am I supposed to get 10 bags now that I've messed some stuff up? Let's go and talk to that woman. The woman has cleaned out at least 10 more computers since you were last here. The pots are lying next to her in neat piles. Have you talked to Mr. Narito? Mm-hmm. Then you must have something to do. She returns to her work. Okay. But he's not giving me anything to do. Right. I never did check up here, but I doubt it's gone. Oh, for God's sakes, done that thing again. Two guards are sitting at the gate, playing a strange game with stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good at feigning indifferences. You see him casting quick glances at you. What do you want? What are you guarding? Let me through, I need to go to the upper district. Let's go, what are you guarding? The men look at you, not speaking. Did you blow in here by an idiot storm pal? The guard on the right grunts. Don't bother us. Let me through. I need to go to the upper district. Are you over the age of 60? No. Are you visiting your wife and newborn? Let's say yes. What's your wife's name? I'll call her to meet you. He takes a radio from the compartment on the wall and starts unwinding the charger. Say Maria? Oh, what about Amanda? Let's go with Maria. It's Maria Giuseppe. You have a visitor at the gates. Thanks. Whispering, what the hell are you doing? Shh. 25 minutes later. Maybe try calling again? I called her 18 times already. You hear undisguised malice in his voice. Looks like a she. Dispatch, put me through to the meteorologist. Oh, Linda. This is the card. Can you check if we have a Maria Giuseppe in town? Sure. Okay, got it. Thanks. How's the weather today? Outside the city? He glances at you. Well, maybe it'll clear up. Alright, thanks. Yeah, you're doing great. Talk to you later. He punches a different code into the radio. Time service. What's your train number? He turns to you. 42, why? Yeah, 42 minutes penalty for trying to trick the guard. Hey! Alright, thanks. Over. Why? My wife is in town, I swear. A voice sounds over the town's loudspeaker. Entry train, 42 minutes time penalty. The guard smiles at you and nods goodbye. Damn. Okay. That's it now. They ignore you now. Okay, great stuff. Fantastic. Oh no! Found the really tools. Right, let's go and make that crowbar. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to do that. My train. I smell like crowbar. Better come in use. Could become useful. Oh. Rare achievement unlocked. 1.37%. Innovator. Craft 20 items. Dismantle. Okay. Let's set up that. Let's check these things out though. Right, still wire strapped around the crate, something clearly. Oh, I needed wire cutters. For God's sakes, look away. There was something that I needed a crowbar on. Oh, it was probably that thing in the starting area. was something. There was another thing somewhere. Alice. Oh, it was freaking pliers. I'm such a clown. Okay. Trading tent is ready. Continue. Time to sell Jenkins' junk. Yep, start selling. Brush sand off the tent and notice passerby starting to look over more frequently. What do we have to do? What to sell? Everything left in the bag. Some weird gas cylinders. You dig through Jenkins' bag. Anything? You saw it. Just put them on the counter anyway. You keep rooting around in the bag. Some rags and a cup. I doubt I'll ever get one bag of sand for this stuff. Oh, something else. Some kind of map. Hey, but we can do something with that. You notice customer approaching. Listen carefully, remember this. The man is quite clean cut, probably from the upper district. Are you listening? Say that this map leads to something important, to treasure or whatever. Well, you said it. The old man looks at the canisters, interested. Say anything that just push the map. I have something special. Some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react. He probably hears that same story every day. Hope you don't mean these helium canisters, and he points at the cylinders on your counter. They're empty, by the way. How much will you give me for them? Show him part of the map. Show him the whole map. How much are you willing to give me for them? I can take them off your hands for free, so you don't have to take them to the scrap heap yourself. No way. Your choice is yours. Show him part of the map. Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand and the map is yours. I can't just pour out 10 bags for a map that leads who knows where. Continue. It leads to treasure. Which treasure exactly? Is my pad actually dying? You tap on Roderick's cage. I'm thinking a map to water, to a pile of sand, a pile of food, shelter. Well, let me just grab a drink. If I say a pile of sand, he's going to say, well, why haven't I used the map? Water, I don't know, man. Up to a shelter. So it's trained for shelter. Let's say a pile of sand. What's it doing outside the town? Well, customers won't let you in with your own sand, so why the hell would I need sand out there? So map to a pile of food, water source or shelter. Say food. What food? You're trying to say there's food just lying around in the desert? I'll just go I'll go out to waste out there. Map to water. The young man takes a flask of water from his belt and slightly takes a drink. What's that you say? He wipes his mouth on his sleeve. Alright, I think I read that they give out water for free in the upper district. That's my fault. It's a map to shelter. You know about the shelter too? He ever so slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot, I know. You try to sound convincing. 10 bags, you say? I'll give you 5, but if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back and give you 5 more. Oh, he's there, I guess. 5? Wax. Right to your head. With this, he shows you the small club on his belt. It's a deal. Great. We have some sand already. Okay. We've got 13 bags of sand there. Right, let's stop this guy then. Here's your 10 bags. My dear friend, wonderful, wonderful. He jumps down from the entryway like an excited child. May I? He looks at the bags, ignoring you. Let's go. Let's see what we have here. He doesn't wait for permission. Wonderful, wonderful. Counts the bags. He counts out 2, which he hands back to you. Give these to Jane, the woman who does salvage work at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Nerino sent you. He scoops up the remaining bags and starts to head back into the house. Hold on. So, it only costs 2 bags to get in the upper district, and you're just keeping the rest for yourself just because you know this Jane? It truly is a pleasure doing business with you, my dear friend. Come back anytime. He disappears behind the door. Okay. Go to Jane, I guess. I believe I needed pliers. I made a crowbar. I swear I needed a crowbar. Talking to Jane. The woman has cleaned out at least 10 more computers since you were last here. The parts are lying next to her in neat piles. She notices the 2 bags of red sand you are holding. How is Mr. Nerino doing? She nods. We could have just come to an agreement, or is 8 bags of sand better now, or let's get to it. Is 8 bags of sand better now, Sarah? Hasn't lost his touch. She smiles prettily. Let's get to it. Hold on. Once we leave, we won't be coming back here. Are you sure you're ready? Well, I need pliers, so I'll make pliers now. Yeah, let's go. You toss 2 bags of sand at the woman's feet. Let's get to it. I don't have much time. Hiss! Train 42, your time is up. Prepare to leave town. I repeat. Well, looks like you're too late. Is that a joke? I already paid you. The damn guards are about to come looking for me. Are you? She looks at you silently, smiling. I'm kidding, let's go. She clears away a small heap of scrap metal from against the wall to pull a lever there. It's open. I'd hurry if I was you. Thanks. Or jump into the pipe. Just say thanks. The woman smiles again. It seems that the whole situation strikes her as comical. A little advice for you. Trust a bag of bricks. Okay. What? Jump into the pipe. Well, there is an achievement for trusting the bag of bricks or something like that. I'm going back now. Needless to say, it smells awful inside the pipe. It smells awful in here. This is just a drainage pit for the square. It's not the sewer system, so it could be worse. That doesn't make me feel better. Trash heap. The way forward is blocked by a pile of trash, boards, and rags that almost look like a barricade. Take it apart or climb over the pile. Let's take it apart. I don't even know where to start. Pull the bags up. You start to pick up the trash bag, but the contents are too heavy and the bag rips. What the? Dust pours out of the bag and gets in your eyes. Coughing, climbs over the pile. You park around the supports with your foot. One of the trash bags seems to be full of rocks or bricks. Trust the bag of bricks or look for a different foothold. Let's trust the bag of bricks. You put your weight on the bag. There we go, achievement unlocked. Brick, no mortar. What's your trust in the bag of bricks? 1.6 something. 1.62% have unlocked it. You put your weight in the bag and then throw your other leg over the barricade of boards. Your pant leg gets caught on a nail sticking out of a board. Oh, come on. Tug your pant leg, free one of your hands and carefully unhook the nail. Yeah, I'll go with free one of your hands and unhook the nail. Shift your weight to the right hand and try to unhook your pant leg from the nail. I can't get it, damn it. Come on, you're so close. Ugh. Phew. Your pant leg is free. You jump the rest of the way over the barricade and land on your feet. You hear a voice over the radio somewhere up above. Final warning, any operator of train 42, your time is up. Leave town immediately or your train will be confiscated. You were right. There's definitely no going back. Your path is blocked by another pile of wreckage. This one has tons of broken glass scattered around it. I'll be more careful here. Get a running start and jump over the obstacle. Painstakingly pick the shards of glass. Let's do the painstakingly pick up the shards of glass. Because now my luck, I'll fall into and injure myself. You pick up a nearby bucket and start tossing the shards of glass into it. Another shard goes in the bucket. And then another one. And then another. When you go any faster, it'll be a night time soon. Your hand twitches and a small shard of glass embeds itself in your finger. Sorry, I thought you were done already. You straighten up, it looks like you are, in fact, done. Now you can try and jump over the obstacle. Let's do it. You get a running start. You begin to pick up speed. Push off the ground. Not yet. Push off the ground. Yep. You spring off the ground. Why did you jump so soon? So soon. You fly through the air. Watch where you go. Close your eyes. Watch where you go. You fly right into the barricade. Not over the barricade. Into the barricade. Bang. Damn. Are you alive? You broke down the whole barricade with your body. I felt it. Are you in one piece? I am not sure. Damn. I think my shoulder is. You stand up with some difficulty. Okay, so I've lost 2 bits of life there. More trash. I think this is the last barricade. Well, it's not like I can get any dirtier. This is Lindef Jr. speaking. A joy storm is approaching. It will hit us in 5 minutes. A joy storm? You could certainly use one of those. After this junkyard, even the ordinary storm would make me happy. The pile in front of you doesn't look particularly big. I don't even care anymore. Charge straight into the barricade. Examine the pile carefully. I'll pick the option. It's a bunch of junk. Continue. I feel like you can probably just step over it. He's right. Step over the pile. You carefully lift one leg over the pile and quickly find yourself on the other side. That was easy. This joy storm in 3 minutes. Oh, come on, hurry. And get outside. Leave the sewer. Okay, let's see. What's in this upper district? Okay. Doors. Tideman. Let's talk to the Tideman. Yes. The joy storm has arrived. I repeat, the joy storm. Is that Is that you? You hear the sound of sand pouring out. It's getting closer. Soon it envelopes your whole consciousness. You are suddenly overtaken by such a strong emotion that you involuntarily lean forward. It's like you're drowning in a calm, relaxing sea. Peace and quiet. You turn your head to the left and see your sister standing behind you. You're happy. She's not in danger anymore. You turn to the right and see your brothers. They're sitting next to you. All 10 brothers and you. They are watching strangely coloured armour. Oh, watch it. They're wearing strangely coloured armour. You look down and see that you have the same armour on. You touch the armour, a piece flakes off, burning your hand. The image starts to fade. The vision passes, and you're filled with an unbelievably nostalgic sense of longing. And then it's evening already. How long was I out? Pretty long time. Long enough that I started to worry about you. Damn it. We need to hurry. So, how was it? Strange. I'll do it again. The old man. This poor guy is sitting on the ground, leaning against the wall. An idiotic grin is lighting up his face. Hey, you okay, friend? Marie. You're such a good girl, Marie. Looks like he's still caught in the joy storm. Call out later, touch his shoulder, wait. Wait 2 minutes past, 3, 5. Finally, the man opens his eyes. Oh, need something, man? Thanks for not interrupting me. I really got caught up in that one. Hold on. Why did your vision last so long? When mine ended 10 minutes ago. Is this your first joy storm, man? Yeah, kind of. Here's some advice. Try not to move or look around too much. Concentrate on one thing and don't use up all your strength at once. That helps the visions last longer. Okay, got it. So, what was it you wanted? I'm looking for the meteorologist's house or nothing. I'll be on my way. Let's just say we're looking for the house. Looking for the sale, huh? Head straight south to the square and you should see the south end. But I wouldn't count on much there if I were you. Okay, thanks. Okay. I've got a few options here. It's locked, judged by the smell. Someone inside is making soup. Oh, okay, I think my pad's starting to die because I'm going to stand by quite a lot now. Locked, same thing. Okay, guess we move on. Woman looked over suspiciously. Okay, let's move down. Man hasn't come out of the storm's clutches yet. Okay. Move on. Right. There's nothing really of interest. Right. There's a dodgy guy in the sides. See devices lined up on the dusty counter. Are you out of your mind? With prices like that, you hold bag. An old man standing nearby calls out in the direction of the counter. A tired-looking woman is behind the counter, and you see the slightest flame of hope flare up in her eyes when she sees you. Another one? If you're just here to look with no money, then get lost. The counter is still surprisingly full, considering the meteorologist died a whole 3 days ago. you can choose from: are you selling them each other useless possessions, examine the counter in silence, or step away from the counter? So let's examine in silence. The counter is covered in devices of all different sizes and complexities. Which one controls the weather? I don't know. The text says it's a device covered in switches and dials. They're all covered in switches and dials. How about we look at the most worn out ones? That look like they've been used every day. There are two that fit that description on the left and the right. Let's go about the left one. How much for this device? 100 bags of sand. How much? My price is fair. She says this harshly. My husband didn't make all of these devices or whatever by hand just for them to be given out for free. I paid 10 bags of sand as a bribe just to get in here, and for that I had to crawl through the sewers. A bribe? And you want 100 bags for some piece of junk? Just grab it and jump out of the book. We'll figure it out later. Where are you seeing junk here? You jerk. Get lost. I'm calling the guard. She grabs a radio attached to a pillar. Just grab the devices, damn it, Jenny. Do it. You're the one who deserves to be arrested. 100 bags? You're insane. That's what I said. She's insane. You hear the old man shouting from behind you. You're not sure why he's still here. Hands up! You turn slowly and see two guards with their clubs raised and ready. That's him. He tried to steal my husband's possessions. Arrest him. I was just looking. Don't worry, miss. We'll handle this. Both guards start slowly walking towards you. Grab a device and throw it at the guards. Grab the first device you see and try to use it, or try to run away. I'll try to run away. I don't know if that'll cause a fight. I don't know if these are going to be the non-fighting. Let's grab a device. You grab the first device you see and throw it at the guards, but there's a rope tied around the device with the other end attached to the counter. It springs back, hitting your shoulder as it passes you. I don't think that's going to help much, just run. You hear the whooshing of a club somewhere behind you. Watch out! Bam! Ernie! Silence falls, and darkness. You open your eyes. It's cold. Damn it. Was I out for long? Silence. Guards. You rub your back. You rub the back of your head, which is throbbing. Did anything else happen while I was passed out? Silence. Roderick? You tilt your head looking for the cage, but it's gone. Damn it. Stand up. Let's get some snacks going. I should have really got some more ink. We've got nothing around here. Oh, there was are we back where he was? I don't think I should wander into the desert. I'll be better off trying to get back to town. It's to the east. On the road again. Dead body. You see a motionless body lying face down in the sand, another disturber of the town's peace. Man is wearing a coat. A tag is sewn to the chest. Examine the tag. Go through his pockets. Let's examine the tag. The tag says W204. It also has the logo of a company called Redrem on it. Was he serving time too? What else could he be doing here? Go through his pockets. Nothing in the right one. In his left pocket, you find some cash and some old faded checks. One of them is for phone service. Okay. Gas, you see how much? It's about the container. Yeah, I could do with some. Yeah, I'll use that right now. Okay. Right. Right, so we need to get that letter down by the look of it. Let's check this out. I'm gonna say anything. You notice there's a slight glow coming from between the loose war plates. What's this? Examine the inscription on the plate. You see a barely noticeable inscription on the plate. Trust a bag of bricks. Come on, I already know that. You notice that a sheet of metal is not fixed on the wall. You need to push this huge thing to the side. Okay. Trust a bag of bricks. Right. Interesting, this book's a lot longer than the others. An old wooden crate, its lid is nailed shut with rusty nails. Open the crowbar. Well, this crowbar's coming handy now. The outward of the lid lifts off without much trouble. Inside. Some apples, okay. Let's get going. Inches have been wound with steel wire. Apparently, whoever it belongs to couldn't afford a lock. Open it with the crowbar. You cut through the wire and open the crate. Look inside. Got the bread. Right, locked. Right beyond the grating, you see a path leading out of the sewers. It won't budge. Curse it. Keep shaking it. Curse it. Come on, you stupid hunk of metal. I almost made it. Keep shaking it. Nothing happens. Lose heart. Shake the grate like a psycho. Shake the grate like a psycho. Oh no! Open up. Ah! You pull at the steel bars with all your might, but nothing happens. Well, this is just great. It was so close, but looks like this is the end. Remember that you have ink you can use. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have used my ink up. Remember, you have ink you could use. You should have used. You've used on plenty of other occasions. All right, I'm a writer. You hesitate for a second. Right. Use ink to weaken the grating. The ink develops bars of the grating, and they start to slowly rust. Bang. You easily knock them out of place and clear your path. Done. I'm coming, Roderick. Oh, okay, so this isn't his main cup, I don't think. Right. A sheep. Hang on. There's something in that trash heap. Guess not. You hide around the corner and peek out at the tent. Yes, Mr. Norino. I am sure he was looking for that exact thing. He called it a weather controller. Mr. Norino is carefully twisting a device in his hands, trying to figure out how it works. Damn, it's already here too. If this thing really can control the storms, do you think my husband really created something like that and didn't tell us all these years? All those people who died in the storms or went insane? He might have been responsible for all that. I wouldn't jump to conclusions. We might actually know what the device can do, and maybe your husband did everything he could. I hope so. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for telling me this. It would have been terrible if such a valuable object fell into the hands of a stranger. I think we should. You either break the woman's radio or clear your throat. Break the woman's... clear your throat, I guess. If we can get into a fight, we'll do more fights. So maybe they'll pop the achievement as well later. It's him! He's back! Ah, yes, we've met already. He tries to look nonchalant. The woman moves slowly towards the radio. Break the woman's radio. Crush. Your hit shatters the radio on the pole. The woman runs into the house. Give me that. Can it really control the weather? He asks calmly. The pick, of course not. And what if it could? Or it is spectacular. Let's say of course not, let's lie. Why have you been hunting for it? You found sand for me, crawled through the sewer. He looks at your clothes more than once. It looks like this thing could decide the fate of our town. So I could give it to you. Sorry, I don't care. Let's just say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Irina takes a step back, grasping the controller slowly to his chest. It looks like he's prepared to fight for it to the very end. You notice a familiar object around his neck. Oh, bloody hell. Fun's the boy again. Hold on, that's mine. You point at Roderick's cage, which is hanging around Norino's neck. When the hell did you manage to steal it? You sharply yank the cage off his neck and stuff it in your pocket. Norino flinches, not expecting you to act so suddenly. We need to run now. Huh? Attention, all residents. This is Lindef speaking. There's a death storm coming. I repeat, a death storm is approaching. Start evacuating. We have 10 minutes. Did you push something? No, I didn't touch him. We need to stop the storm. Give it to me, now. Not a chance. Norino takes a step forward. Tell me how to work it and I'll stop the storm. I don't know, but I can try and figure it out. I'm looking for the instructions. Then what use are you? You're just going to let people's lives depend on your attempt to try and figure it out? Let me at least look at the display. I can see what it means. Shh. Death storm, 7 minutes. Hurry. Anyone with an empty train, take on Upper District residents. Train 12 is causing a jam up at the exit. The wheel fell off. Get that car off the tracks. It's blocking the way. I'm going to see Lindef. He and I will figure this out ourselves. Get out of my way. Hit him or grab it. Grab him. Let's hit him. You try to grab him. I said hit, but yeah. But one of the corner of your but out of the corner of your eye, you see an object flying right at you. Still tip of a cane. Bang. Damn it, it's not a game. You fall right before you hit the ground. You see Norino climbing the stairs to the meteorology tower. Open your eyes and get up with some difficulty. Finally, get up the tower quickly and grab the controller. I don't know anything about a controller. My father didn't tell me anything. Damn, wrong button. I need to check the stormometer. Warning, death storm in 2 minutes. I don't know either. Just push something, Mr. Arena. Let's go. One final push. This has been such a long day. Okay. Reno is arguing with a young woman, the controller in their hands. A wild white wind blows through the window. The storm is almost here. We're out of time and knock Reno unconscious. Before Reno can react, you punch him in the jaw. And have you interfering? The young woman watches in silence, slowly pressing himself against the wall. Is that a woman or man? Well, okay. Take the controller. You take the controller off Mr. Reno's unconscious body. You had your chance to stop the storm. Now it's my turn. The young man presses himself against the panel of instruments. Red lights are flashing all over it. 30 seconds, he says, taking a quick glance out the window, then squeezing his eyes shut. Examine the weapon controller. Dozens of buttons and switches, and not a single one is labelled. What an egotistic asshole. The look the young man shoots you is filled with 10% understanding and 90% fear of dying in a death storm. There are 3 big switches above the display. Start with those and I'll check the text, but there's not much about it here either. Flip the first switch, flip the second. Flick the second switch. 2 lights on the panel below, come on. There are 2 buttons next to the lights. What's the first one? The alarm set for 4 AM coming from the device. Continue. The young man gives you a gloomy look, like his last shred of hope has just evaporated. Push the second one. The whole panel goes dark and the device looks just like it did when it's started now. Okay, so let's start with the second. 2 lights are blinking on the panel, come on. The second one. The whole panel goes dark and brown. Okay, let's go third. Device starts vibrating. Whatever that means. Let's go second. Switch makes no sound as it moves. It seems to be deactivating now. Flip the first switch. The switch clicks loudly as it moves. Then a multitude of indicators and buttons light up on the display. Continue. Let's see. You spin the device round, trying to decide what button to push now. The wind's coming in through the window, picks up, and the strange metallic taste starting filling your mouth. You smell burnt metal. Okay, here goes. Close your eyes and push a random button. Pray and push a random button. Scream and push a random button. Close your eyes and push the button, I guess. Beep. The storm is still moving. Pray and push a random button. Slow down, but it's still getting closer. Scream and push a button. It's moving away. It's moving away. Phew. You put the controller down with shaking hands, and you hear cheers from the people outside getting louder and louder. Then that was close. Way too much going on for my first day. He holds his head in his hands. Go outside. We're in the district. A large crowd has gathered in front of the tower. The people around you are loudly discussing what has just happened. I saw the storm move away. At the last minute, I saw it with my very own eyes. And it was just about to reach the town, but then it stopped. Alright, calm down. The storm is gone. You can go home now. But what if it comes back? Well, you look at the controller in your hands. We'll just have to hope it doesn't come back. Why did it move away at the last second anyways? Yeah, and why did it get so close to the town? That's never happened before. It's a long story. We drove it off, don't worry. We? Who's we? It was me, or it was the young meteorologist. Let's say it was a young meteorologist. Some credit. You put your hands on the young man's shoulder. Lindef, the young meteorologist, did an excellent job proving himself. He managed to neutralize the Death Storm at the very last second. The crowd starts cheering. Hooray for Lindef! What do you mean, neutralized? It's not important. What's important is that you're not in danger right now. Now, time for me to go. You look out at the uncomprehending crowd before you jump, and your eyes slide over the people until they meet Lindef. Lindef's looking straight at you. Are you that? He gestures at the controller, which you've already tucked under your arm as you prepare to jump out of the book. Listen, kid. This is your moment of truth, Eddie. Moment of, you sigh. I need it. You do fine without it. You'll do fine without it. Don't worry, you'll do just fine. I heard these storms almost never hit the town anyway. Keep on going a little longer, and then the book will end. And then everything will work itself out. Are there storms where you come from? Too? Definitely not like these. And maybe you can leave it with us, the device. Since the next time the storm comes, we won't be able to. Sorry, I can't. This device is the only thing that's keeping me from becoming, well, what am I? In any case, it's really important for me. You tap your fist against your chest. Oh, all right. Lindef backs off. Definitely. Think about it. Leave the book. Let's think about it. Damn it. You look around the uncomprehending crowd. The people have gone quiet as they listen to your conversation with Lindef. Think. Damn you, Roderick. It's not that simple. All you do is sit there in my pocket. You just don't understand. Whispers that start running through the crowd. You hear snippets like insane and talking to himself. I can hand in this damn thing and get my shackles off. Do you understand how much that will change things? Do you understand how valuable it is to me? All the suffering I went through for this. Just look around. Again. You sigh, but decide to look around at the whispering crowd. Are these people you see in front of you? You examine the people in the crowd. Some are whispering and watching your performance, but it seems as though everyone knows what something important is happening. Even the guards who particularly cracked your skull earlier are standing off to the side and excitedly discussing something. Elderly men and women peer out from their windows, trying to see what's happening in the darkness. The mother leads her child home. The child trips over a cable sticking out of the sand, and his mother quickly helps him up. They're people. They're characters. Okay, this is a moral choice. Say they're people. People. Fine, to hell with you. You shove the control into Lindef's hands. Whispering, if another storm comes, flip this switch first, then press this button right here. I'm not sure how the rest of it works. Lindef, who seems to have accepted that you're a crazy person who talks to himself, suddenly beams with joy. He gives you a hug with his free arm, and you feel the warmth in his touch. Indef looks out at the people in the crowd. They still don't understand how the Death Storm, this odd device, and the man with the paper face are connected. Thank you, he whispers, looking you in the eyes once more. Book. Alright, let's drop the sentiment. You look at the ground. Time for me to pay what's due. Oh well. Okay. Right, so... The hell? Oh, let me shut the book. The hell? Okay, let's just go to the main menu. Okay, what the hell? Oh. Hello? Is the order ready? I think I've had enough for real this time. Silence. Are you turning down the job? Not just this job, the whole work thing. Silence. Very well. Just like that. Well, I made quite enough off your back as it is. Besides, walkers like you usually break much sooner. So you actually did quite well in comparison. I think you've even earned a small gift, huh? My shackles expert is on his way to you right now. You may not have finished your last job, but I think you've earned your freedom. Thanks. I don't... It'll be there in a few minutes. Silence. See you soon. He hangs up. Okay. I'm going to leave that as that for the time being, and I will continue on with the next book tomorrow. So yeah, so I'll just be leaving off from here. Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. So yeah, then that should, well, I'll try and finish the whole game off tomorrow. So it'll be the last book or two.